And I used to think that Avengers Infinity War was a Marvel fan's wet dream. No. That title now goes to a little film called Avengers Endgame. Hello, my name is Colin, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review for a little film called Avengers Endgame. I saw it last night. This was my most anticipated movie of the year. If you can't tell, I'm a pretty big Marvel fan. I've collected a lot of the comics over the years. I got tons in my room I could show you, but just leave those right there. Today we're going to talk about the Marvel movies, not the comics. I love the comics, but Avengers Endgame, this film was so freaking good. What am I saying? So freaking good. No, it was so freaking great. It was amazing. It was everything I wanted. I don't think I've ever felt this satisfied with a Marvel movie, because pretty much everything the Russos have done so far, like starting with Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, they've been incredible. But I think this time, this might be the very best Marvel film. I love this film quite a bit. By the way, no spoilers. I will not spoil Endgame for you. I was able to go to the screening with my friend, and we weren't able to get spoiled because I stayed off social media for like 2 days. You gotta really be careful. I'm not gonna drop anything in here. I can't, because the surprises in this film, if you heard about them, they wouldn't hit you as hard. And I don't want to take that away from people. So I'm not going to spoil and ruin the movie for you guys. That would be a total dick move, and that's just not what I'm about. So, Avengers Infinity War, obviously taking place after Infinity War, which was the cinematic event of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The war in which we were fighting against Thanos. All the heroes against Thanos, they lost. And the first half of this movie is really them kind of putting their dice back together, trying to move on. They lost half of the universe. So many people died. They lost their family members, their friends. But it's really hard to move on. And this film is extremely emotional. I'm one of those people that just doesn't cry during movies. But on this one, I almost did. I definitely cried on the inside a lot, because especially towards the end, there are lots of key emotional beats that will hit any Marvel fan right in the heart. It is so sad, but I left this movie with a total smile on my face because of how good it was. So, extremely emotional. It's extremely funny. The jokes really land in this one. It's not the funniest Marvel movie today, but they definitely did balance the drama and the humor very well. And with the amount of character work they were doing in here, a lot of the development for Stark, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye especially, my boy Hawkeye, he did a really good job in this movie. You had lots of great character arcs for both Rocket and Nebula. Nebula, I really like her in the first two Guardians movies, but in Infinity War and Endgame, she's turned into probably one of the best characters in the MCU. They've really fleshed her out really well. Thanos was not in it as much as he was in Infinity War, obviously, because Infinity War was really Thanos' story, and this was the Avengers trying to undo what Thanos did. So I definitely get that, but every scene Thanos was in, I had chills. Josh Brolin's performance, the dialogue, the visuals, it was all incredible. The movie is very well shot, because in the first hour, it's a bit of a slow burn. Not to say it's slow, but for me at least, I could get why somebody else could feel like they might want to pick up the pace, but I feel like every scene was warranted into serving the story and going forward with the MCU, because these movies, they've been going on for so long. The first one I saw in theaters was Captain America, the First Avenger, and that movie has a really special place in my heart because I'm a huge Captain America fan, and even if it's not one of my personal favorites, I'm glad I saw it in the theaters. And the Avengers, when that came out, that just blew me away, seeing all those characters together. And at the time, there was only 6 heroes, compared to so many in this one. Seeing all these heroes interact together, like, it should be literally illegal for actors to have this much good chemistry with each other. They just bounce off each other so well. And lots of little reunions in this film. Of course, I'm trying not to spoil it. This review is going to be very short and vague because I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm being very careful. But yeah, lots of great character development in here, especially for the ones I've already mentioned. The action, very good. The Russos, they've just continued to give us the best action in the entire MCU. I will say it doesn't have as much action as Infinity War, and that might bother some people, but I think this one was a little more story focused. And don't get me wrong, I adored Infinity War. It was a thrill ride from start to finish, but Endgame, it's a very emotional story about a group of people trying to come together and really fight back and try to save everybody that already died. So, yeah, I was just enthralled by this film from beginning to end. The Avengers score is probably my favorite score in any of the Marvel movies because of the excitement it brings in the theater. There were multiple times during this showing where I just wanted to burst out of my seat and clap and cry, but I didn't because it's like not my thing. I'll let the main fanboys stick to that. Not to say I'm not a Marvel fanboy, but I just, yeah, great theater experience. You won't have as much clapping and it won't be as fun as Infinity War because again, it's a very sad story, but when the jokes are there, they'll definitely make you laugh. And I thought it was pretty tonally consistent, even if there might be a few times where the jokes might not match up exactly and maybe not everyone lands, but for the most part they do. Tonal inconsistency, it's not something that's ever bothered me in most films unless it really impacts the narrative that badly, and it definitely didn't impact the narrative. The story structure was great, really well written. The performances in here, really good. I mean, it's just, and seeing all of these different actors work together. Because some of these actors, they've been doing these movies for years, and some of them have only been doing it for like a year or so. So it's nice to see them all just intertwined so beautifully. And guys, I'm just rambling here, trying to talk about how great this movie is without spoiling it. It's visually beautiful, it's well written, it's well acted, it's funny, it's emotional, it's dark, it's heart-wrenching. This film was everything I wanted. I think this might be the very best Marvel movie, and quite possibly my favorite film of 2019. Us is hard to beat, but I will not take away that this is easily one of the greatest comic book movies ever made. This is the ending of an era in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, really, and I can't wait to see what they go forward with after this, because they definitely don't have a lot, but guys, I absolutely adored Avengers Endgame. I just loved it so much. Go see it. I don't think you're going to be disappointed with this film. It's so good. I can't wait to do a spoiler discussion on it. I'm going to try to do one by tomorrow, or maybe it'll take a few days. I'm going to try to do an Easter eggs video. I'll try to get a ranking. It's hard with the Game of Thrones stuff going on because those Game of Thrones videos take a little bit more time than these because I'm not like editing any images with this one because this is just a shot to blank review. But thank all you guys for watching. Please make sure to share this video. And before I give my rating, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for new Marvel videos. I've been having trouble getting subscribers lately, but I've been getting a lot of views and likes, so could you guys just get maybe some more people in there that are more willing to subscribe? Because I know I don't subscribe that much to other people. I'll just watch them and like their videos, but it would just be nice if you guys could put that in for me. Now, I'm going to give my rating easily on a scale of 0 to 4 stars. I'm going to give Avengers Endgame a 4 out of 4 stars. If I could go higher, I would. Thank you all for watching today. Go see Avengers Endgame. You'll love it. And I will. Hasta la vista.